Hello, everyone. I am Miss Linares. I am a second grade teacher at Sunshine Elementary, which is one of the most multilingual schools in town. Today, I'm going to walk you through on how I prepare for a parent-teacher conference, especially when our families speak different languages in the home. So, with the families that I'll be speaking about today, they arrived in the U.S. within the last 2 years. So, before the conference, I like to focus on a couple of things. I like to arrange that there's an interpreter, make sure I'm sending those materials in the home language so there's no issues. And I like to learn the cultural norms, so I make sure I'm doing the proper greeting, and I'm also making sure I'm doing the right communication style. So I always offer flexible scheduling because sometimes, they're not able to attend in school. So I'll give options like the evenings as well as virtual meetings such as Zoom. So I always start with the student's strengths, so we're able to start talking about the positive. I use clear, simple language, and I always follow with the recap and the family's preferred language through the interpreter. So two of my students and their families, starting first with the Garcias, they recently immigrated from Cuba about, I want to say 18 months ago. They speak Spanish at home. So Mateo, their son, is very strong in reading and math, but he's shy in speaking English. What goes on at the home is dad does work long days as well as mom that actually stays home with the toddler, so she's handling everything on her own. And then there's the Jean Baptistes. They are from Haiti, and they came about 8 months ago. They speak Creole, and the parents both work night shifts. So grandma handles Amara during the day, and with Amara, her strengths are reading, but she does need help with socializing. So she doesn't really understand social cues. So with my conference prep, I like to make sure I schedule an in-person meeting with at least one of them, just so I have both options available. And with the meeting I had with the Garcias, I was able to have a meeting at 6:30. I booked the Spanish interpreter, and we were able to translate Mateo's math work for the parents. We provided crayons for him to use in the meantime during the conference. And for the Jean Baptist, I set it up on Zoom during the weekend, which is a lot more convenient for their schedule. So I did send grandma the agenda so they're able to at least notify the parents in advance in reference to what the call was going to be about. So with the conference, I always start with that warm greeting, buenas tardes, or bonsoir. That's my Creole that I get along with. So starting with something positive, we always introduce the student's strengths. So we share clear visual data for the families so they're able to understand at the best. And we also create those for them to take in home. We make those simple goals together, of course, using the interpreter. And then we summarize the plan so we're able to at least set a date where we're able to check in and see if any goals are actually being met. So with the translated resources and as well as the thank you message, this actually helps the family get through the process of the conference way more. And they actually feel respected and they feel empowered versus coming in and not feeling that they're heard and understood. So I do appreciate you for watching, and until the next time.